Damn. I feel bad for that dude, honestly. That was kind of brutal. I hear him. Got him. Nice, second shotguns. Let's go. Oh, really? Got you. Got you. Got you. Got him. Wow, they put me way back here. They're like out of the game.
One down.
Wow, that should have been a headshot. My bad. Is he over here? Oh, he's trying to get me? I don't think so. Boom! Headshot!
Boom! Headshot!
I get another one? Boom! Headshot!
Boom! Headshot! I can dance all day! I can dance all day! Try to hit me! Try to hit me! Come on!
Oh, we're coming back. Bro, come, he's by the door.
Yeah, I feel right there in the fucking box.
Broke.
Moving on.
Got him! Team wipe. Shit, that dude got run over. Got him. Broke another one. He's down. He's dead. Hey! This sucks. Damn. I feel bad for that dude, honestly. That was kind of brutal. I hear him. Got him. Nice, second shotguns. Let's go. Oh, really? Got you. Got you. Testing, testing. Hopefully the stream can hear me. Let me know if you hear. Got you. You heard. Got him. Bro, come, he's by the door.
Where you at? Yeah, I feel right there in the fucking box.
Broke.
Moving on.
Got him. Team wipe.
I'll try and send you a thing right now. Let me find it.
Shit, that dude got run over. Got him.
I'll send you a direct link to my channel so you can just join.
Broke another one. He's down. He's dead. Hey. This sucks. Damn. I feel bad for that dude, honestly. That was kind of brutal. You hear him?
Alright, I sent it to your IG.
Got him. Nice second
It's a
shotgun.
direct link to
Let's
my
go.
channel, and you should be able to find me as the channel. Excuse me.
Oh, really? Got you. Got you. Got you.
I see you in.
Got him.
Wow, they put me way back here. They're like out of the game.
One down.
Wow, that should have been a headshot. My bad. Is he over here? Oh, he's trying to get me? I don't think so. Boom! Headshot!
Boom! Headshot.
Hello, hello. Thanks for dropping in. You get another one? Very much appreciated. Nice to see you here. We're going to be starting in a bit. Boom! Headshot!
Boom! Headshot.
And let's go into the
I
store.
can dance all
We
day.
should
I
be
can dance all
back
day.
by
Try to hit
7
me. Try to hit me. Come on.
But I'm going to play some Fortnite with some friends first. Happy Friday! And then we're coming back. Move into the studio and interviews and stuff. It's Friday, Friday.
Broke him.
Gotta get
Fence
down
guard.
on Friday. Remix, guys.
Where you
Let's
at?
go.
Yeah, that's right there in the fucking box.
Alright, so am I gonna play on keyboard and mouse, or am I gonna play on,
Moving on.
Got him.
because I know I'm gonna play some Fortnite in a bit. I have to try the no build
That dude
mode,
got run over. Got him.
but I guess I'll try on keyboard and mouse for now.
Broke another one.
Let's go to our
Down.
main scene. I'm so tiny. There we go. All right, so that's loading. Black screen for now, but it'll show up in just a moment. I think. Let's see. Come on, Fortnite. Whenever you're ready. Let's remove this. There we go. There's Fortnite. Except I don't have audio. Whoa. Now I have audio. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been trying to put in work on it. I just haven't done enough actual streaming in it, so I'm gonna try to change that. Every week or so I want to hang out and do a stream, even if no one's there. Before, I would not do the stream if someone couldn't make it or they rescheduled or whatever, and then it just ended up not actually happening. I'm gonna show up even if they don't show up. That way it's just like in my schedule and I could just hang out there and it's just I'm used to it. I think it'll go a lot better. It's a pretty fun game, especially if you have friends that play it. It is a little laggy though, I will say that. I am noticing the lag. Let's just keep this at 60 frames a second. I think the studio thing is going to be every Friday. If I stream other times, that's cool too. I might actually stream other times, but I want to at least do every Friday. I'm gonna open that again because it was laggy and I didn't like that. I might even just hang in the studio if because I was gonna play with Keezy, but he says that he's not on yet. So I might even just jump into the studio and hang out in there if Fortnite doesn't start working better. There we go. 60-60. He's in. He's in. Um, oh, this channel's private. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna get you into the voice chat real quick. Where are you?
Test, test.
Hello,
Hey, geez, you're even deeper in person.
hello. How's it going?
Well, you know, had to remember my password. I have actually logged out so little on Discord, I actually have forgotten.
Oh, good. Glad you're able to make it in.
Yay.
Yeah, the studio stream's not gonna be starting for a bit, but I might jump in a little sooner because I don't see my teammate in the game yet. You have a webcam, or did you want to do voice only?
Voice only. I only have my cell phone. I didn't have a chance to set up my laptop, and
Okay,
my room is not.
totally okay. Yeah, I want to
I'll
have
be
like
a
this
voice
channel
only.
as kind of like an open hangout. That way, like whenever you or friends and stuff want to jump in, they could just kind of actually jump in and say hi.
I'll make sure I tell them that. I'll even, with your permission, maybe send an invite. Pardon me. So I'm just choking on chips. I'm
I'm about to
critical
take a hit
health.
too.
No, no, just chips. I
No,
haven't
I'm
even had a
about to take
drag
a
yet.
hit.
Critical health. Breathe in, choke on spittle.
Yes, 100% Mexicana. Yes, that's totally okay. Feel free to lurk. The like I said, the stream should start at about 7:15 or so once Emma gets back. And we should be back in the studio just hanging out.
Wish I could get you turned on to War Thunder so bad.
I installed it on the PS5. I just haven't had a chance to play it. I'm not like
It's free.
I'm not
The best
super into
price.
tanks.
What about planes?
Planes
Boats?
are alright. I might do it for the planes, but I thought it was the tanks game.
Well, that's it. When the game first came out, it was very limited, like 8 years ago, and now we
Yeah.
have multi vector war where you can take planes you've unlocked out into naval
Mm.
battles, planes you've unlocked into ground battles, aerial battles with realistic and simulator functions or arcade style, and then you have ground arcade, ground realistic and sim. Um, they're all pretty fun. I mean, tanks can be obnoxious, but I'm telling you, when you pop a pesky German tank from 2 kilometers away with a tank that
Oh, you
just
know
shoots
those
them.
dang Germans. I'm just kidding.
Listen, when you get popped by a Dicker Mac 6 times in like an hour, you're happy to give a Dicker a little bit more back.
That's funny.
Actually, right now is the 6th battle pass and the first of year 2022.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty close to getting the final vehicle, a multi-barreled plane, a Russian plane with a 445 millimeter barrel. It's slow to turn. It's a pig, but you can top down any tank or anything in the game. It is
That's cool.
nasty.
I might need to try that more often because honestly, like I just haven't really like gotten into any other games. I've been playing a lot of Gran Turismo, but even that, I feel like I can't grind any games anymore. I just have too much stuff to do.
Hey, you know what? I bought 90 days on Final Fantasy 14. I'm now on for the first time
Ooh,
in a
my
week.
weed's gonna get here in 5 minutes. Right, I did that with
Wow.
iRacing. I got
Okay.
iRacing, and then I just like never played it. I bought like a year thing, and I realized that like after a couple months, I was like, this isn't gonna happen.
Hmm. Well, whoops, sorry that. So it's not. It just became like. I mean, like you, you know my personal life, so you know that there was the loss, and that kind of really like Mara and I were
Oh, 1 second.
gearing up.
Fucking on the regular says, "Is that a bong?" Bro, is that your username? What the fuck? What the hell is that username? But yeah, it's a bong. Who cares? Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. You have a bong on screen. I'm jealous. All mine
No,
are in storage.
I'm just laughing at this dude's username is fucking on the regular. I guess he's proud.
Fucking on the reg. Nice.
Sounds like a
So,
Drake
like,
line.
not to get too TMI, unrelated to tech, fun games or not, but as you know, Mara and I have suffered a loss recently, and it really derailed her. Like, she was gaming nightly with a group of friends. We were rebuilding the free company in Final Fantasy 14. She was playing Phasmophobia, which as a PC player, she really likes that game. Like, likes it. I don't like jump scare games, so but I like watching her play it. But yeah, she's been derailed from it. I've been actually picking up hours. You know, school bus doesn't pay too much, and the photography isn't started up until next month when I might start seeing clientele on a more reasonable rate.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's life. We've all been we've all been experiencing the pleasures of the roller coaster of life.
Yeah. Well, I told you mine kind of privately, but yeah, it gets crazy sometimes.
No, I'm not going to divulge your life. I just know that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know that I know.
definitely.
Like
Like
we've
we could be
seen
doing
some.
really fucking good with the client, and then as soon as like that contract's over, you're back to square one.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Like I've got a wedding planned in October and a couple country events maybe. Um, for the most part, I've been kind of using my photography more slyly. Like I'll take pictures of like a company working a venue, and they
Hmm.
like the product shot so much that Mara and I get a couple products for free, or if it's a restaurant, we get dinner
Yeah.
out for free. And it's not paying the bills, but if I could take the wife out for dinner for free,
Hey,
I
it helps,
feel
man.
so awesome. I feel so good.
No, for
But
sure.
yeah, no, this is my first day alone. There's no one here, just me, my really loud PS4 in the background, probably screaming. And
I did hear something in the
yeah,
background. I'm always interested. Like, you play the game
that's
of
the
is it a
PS4 trying.
console? Is it a computer? Is it a fan?
No, yeah, this is PS4 is trying to lift off because I'm playing a game. It's behind something, and it needs to go for sure. I mean, it's been 6 or 7 months since I've really cleaned it, and like a year and a half since I took it apart. It needs love, like all things. Speaking of love, what
What up?
game are
What up?
you most hyped outside of GT7? Are you hyped
Mhm.
for in the future?
Okay, so mine's a little niche. Not a lot of people are gonna like the game that I'm gonna say, but
Okay.
I've actually been waiting for Disgaea 6 on console.
What's
Um,
wrong with this? This guy was a great game.
yeah, I mean, like I feel like a lot of people don't really know about it, and it's a little like
You're
off
old.
game, but I like it. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back.
um, but yeah, it came out on Switch, and it ran really badly. I tried the demo, and it like ran at like 10 frames a second, so it just wasn't fun. And apparently, they're releasing it on PS4 pretty soon, so that means it's gonna run perfect.
So, speaking of, for example, War Thunder,
Uh huh.
you have it on PS5. There was a huge update. The A10 Warthog was finally released. The USS Arizona is now in the naval tree. A couple other neat stuff, but they came out with 4K graphics, and they're starting to push high quality and ultra high quality graphics to kind of start pushing older PCs slightly back out. And I'm a little upset, but as a console only player, because I made
Hmm.
the mistake of making this game up on PS4, I can't play PC. Like I can't utilize the full PC experience. And having that said, ULQ ultra low quality is cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, like the
Well,
game's realistic.
I feel like it looks nice on PS5, but I mean, when I first installed it on PC, it still had 4K and everything. I think they just
Well,
did
yeah, well,
the visual upgrade.
the newest update just dropped within the last 48 hours, so it's probably even more sharp than that. But then, if you're running a higher setting, you'll always notice it better. But
Yeah.
to try to keep PC players playing and happy, they brought out ultra low quality. Now, what it does is it removes like 90% of the foliage in the game, and someone's dog's howl in the background. That was nice, and it allows the draw distance. Yeah, thanks, dog. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay, it's a dog like howling like howling in the moon. So, anyways, the draw distances are crazy. So as a PC, as a a PC player, you could suddenly see 2 or 3 kilometers away, whereas a PlayStation or Xbox user would see 1 or 2 kilometers away at best. So with the game, the machine not having to render grass, certain levels of snow or dirt,
Yeah.
and trees and foliage and bushes, you ultimately could see people from across the map where
Yeah,
at
it's like
a
it's an old cheat like with first person shooters when you turn off the graphic settings so you can see way further.
yeah, and that
View
was built
distance
into
up,
this
foliage
game.
off.
Yeah, yeah, and so it was always
Oh, I heard the dog
weird to
now.
see. Yeah, there's so the neighbor behind us has a couple dogs, and they don't really bring them in, so I have to just ignore it. I love being in the countryside.
Oh, we
It's
got
fun.
some
It's
chat.
great.
Fucking on the regular again. It says, how is Fortnite without build? I haven't played it. It's I haven't played actually in like a week, so this is gonna be my first day back. Once Keezy gets on, we're gonna try a couple matches and see how it feels.
I thought you almost said squeezy jibs, and I was like, "You game with squeezy jibs, huh?"
Keezy keys.
Huh. But yeah, like so, uh, because of that ULQ ultra high quality gap, PlayStation players and Xbox players are usually at an incredibly unfair disadvantage, because there may be debris between me and you that for me as a high quality graphics and ultra high quality renders as something I could shoot through, but I can't tell that yet. And you can see right through. So you'll shoot what I'll think is a pile of rocks and debris, which should have eaten around as a tank, but it didn't exist because it was
Yeah.
just something to make the level look pretty. Oh well, I still get my kicks in where I can. I mean, I've been playing the game a bit, and
Another one I haven't had a chance to try is that one you told me about, the Final Fantasy game, I think.
14.
No, it might be kind of like a tactics game. I think it's Final Fantasy. You just sent it to me. Um, Crystal something. I don't know. Let me check.
It was. I remember a cell phone game, something like that. I know that Lost in Paradise, Strangers in Paradise, Final Fantasy is coming out with a basically a retelling of the very first Final Fantasy game. You play Jack Garland, who's looking for a bad guy hero who ran off and became a bad guy. Who, if you played the very first Final Fantasy, was Garland.
Yeah, Stranger in Paradise. That's
So
the one. I downloaded the demo for that, but I haven't had a chance to try it.
it's supposed to be really good, and I've heard it again. It's a different take on the whole, you know, RPG aesthetic, and as from what I've heard, it looks good. I haven't had a chance to even download a demo, let alone see it on a couple trailers. Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to drop in too, because it looks like my buddy's not going to be here.
Oh, that's
Well,
not fair.
Emma's going to be here in a bit for the studio talk, but I was going to play some Fortnite before the studio started, and it doesn't seem like he's going to drop in.
Well, I guess no build, no play.
No build, no play, right? I don't build anyway.
You know, okay. Honestly, I only would have played Fortnite to buy an Azeron controller just so I could do that spinny, swirly build technique that they were learning. Where they toggle the joystick around real quick and like build, build. And,
I
I
learned
don't
how to
know.
do that a
I
little
don't
bit.
know.
Alright, I'm going to invite him one more time, then I'm going to just switch to the studio.
You me.
Hey, Christian Tanuki TV, hello, hello. I appreciate you dropping in.
Did he join chat or Twitch?
Oh, he's in Twitch chat, looks like. I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now. Which I was happy I did. I ended up leaving the Twitch affiliate program so I could stream on both at the same time.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, that seems so weird. I was actually working towards it. and I had semi-positive input from the wife, and then, like most things, it was one of those I can't do this with the kids here.
Yeah.
They're not old enough that I can send them out to play. You know?
No, that's understandable. Like even with me, like I like to have the room empty when I'm here, but I've been trying to get better at letting things happen around me, because then I feel like it'll actually help me in the long run. Because like yeah, it's easier if I'm completely alone and I could just focus, but I think it's more fun for the audience if just things are just happening. Even if someone walks behind me on camera, like they see that like we're real people. We're just there.
That's cool. In that case, I'm definitely coming over. I'll wear a kilt and some really long knee highs.
Yes.
Someone will have a show to talk about.
Let's see.
Oh, seasonal quest event complete. Yay! I don't want to.
All right, the studio is on. I think Twitch chat should work. If someone wants to type something in chat, we could find out if it shows up on my desk. I think it's good. All right, can you see the studio stream?
I
Oh,
think
it
I
does
had
work.
to turn.
There we go. Tanuki TV says testing, testing, testing. Fucking on the regular. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. And Tanuki, yeah, it works. You're right there on the desk, bud.
Oh dear, I can't be in both of these.
I'm in 1080p 60. Bro, I'm at 6,000 kilobits per second. How come your computer can't handle 1080p 60? I'm at like a super low bit rate. Try YouTube. I have transcoders on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, we got Eme. Eme's back. Let me invite him in.
That was surreal.
What's up?
I was watching you troubleshoot it, and then of course it was giving me like double echo.
Oh. Oh my goodness, your internet is 10 down, 1 up. I would never be able to survive, Christian. Like, I'm just being honest. Like my phone is 10 down, 1 up, and I'd be mad about it.
Oh boy.
Alright, so I invited Emma into the room. Am I on Twitch? Yeah, I'm on Twitch as It's MikeTheTech, and I'm on YouTube as MikeTheTech. Nothing better offered at this address. If I move even just 2 towns over, I could get fiber. Bruh, move. I'm just playing. Um, Yeah, I used to be in a situation where I could only get like 35 megabits per second up. They had really fast download, but you could only get a slow upload speed. And I was finally able to move over to fiber where it's gigabit up and gigabit down. And I'm actually paying less now than I was with the slower speeds earlier, which is surprising, but I don't know always how that works. Also, while we wait for Eme, if you look up here, you can see we have our YouTube members in the studio now. So now not only do the people we interview get little items in the studio like we've been adding, but anyone who becomes a YouTube member by clicking on that join button on my YouTube channel right below the video, you can get your name on this list right here as low as 99 cents a month. If you want to support with more, you
99
can.
cents.
But
That's
99
a
cents a
bargain.
month, that's a steal. See, Twitch,
You're
you got
one
to
of the
pay
smartest
$5 a
men.
month to sub to someone. I got it for 99 cents.
Dollarama days.
Call me the Dollar General.
The Dollar General. The commander of Salinas Pass.
Okay, so Emma doesn't see the voice channel, so I'm gonna try and add him in real quick. Give me 1 second. I got my settings all weird on this. Permissions.
Oh,
There we go. Connect. Speak. Video. Doesn't YouTube take 75%? No, they don't take 75%. Not even close. They do take a percent. So basically on Twitch, if you make $5, they take 250. If you're a partner or affiliate, they take a little less, and you get 350 instead. But on YouTube, I believe they take 20 or 30%. So if you make $5, they take $1.50. Not too bad. And then on YouTube, you make money on advertisements, and on Twitch, you only make money with ads on your live stream, unfortunately.
Hey, how's it going,
This is
Mikey? Are
something
you
that-
live already?
Yep. What's up?
What's up? What's up? All right, let me try to throw up the stream on my iPad so I can monitor it, and then I'll unmute as soon as I'm watching you guys.
Hey, my little Roomba. It's the little things.
So how's Stream Savers going for you?
Good. I was kind of bummed out because we lost our programmer, but I've been putting in some work, and I basically rewrote the game. So now I know how everything works in the back end without having to rely on like anyone else's code. Well, I mean, some of the code's still there, obviously, but I actually understand it all now. And I'm
Because you're
gonna start
smart.
doing solo dev and pushing
Well
that back
then.
out. A lot of people really liked it, so I mean,
I really liked it. I just, by the time I had a chance to deal with it,
I
my
just didn't
laptop died.
want to promote it anymore because I wasn't actively working on it when we lost the programmer.
Well,
So I just stopped all advertising. I was like, if I tell a bunch of people to check this out and I'm not updating it, I'm gonna get bad reviews and it's gonna kill the game.
that's true.
So once I put some more work into it, I'll probably push it back out.
I swear you have the maturity of a 50-year-old man sometimes.
Man, I am a 50-year-old man.
You are
It's
not
hilarious.
yet
Yes, he
right.
is. He's 50. He's 55
Yeah.
actually.
50.
Yeah.
Lord
Hey, are you guys
almighty,
getting any
I'm older
feedback
than
from me?
you.
With the spine of an 80-year-old. What was that?
Just wondering if my audio is routed correctly because I see my my icon green,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure if you guys are getting any feedback. If you're hearing yourself,
Hope
basically.
you're good.
No,
All
I
right,
can.
I
cool,
don't hear
cool.
you. I'm not.
All right. So what's the plan? How do you want me to throw my video on? Do you want me to just turn my camera on within your channel?
Yeah, if you turn that on the channel, it should show up on screen right now.
Okay,
I think
give
I've
me a
got you
second.
there. And I'm actually
Cool.
gonna turn. I realized I have myself twice. Doesn't make sense, so I'm gonna take that off.
Oh, you're good,
If
man.
you,
And then
oh, by the way,
I
if
got a guest
my
over here with me too, so I'm trying to convince him that he needs a microphone. But if anything, he's listening.
Who is that?
You'll see. He's an artist as well.
Oh, nice.
He goes by EsoMedia.
EsoMedia. Okay, yeah, I didn't hear the name. Yeah, you're on screen now. Nice.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna do.
And then I don't know. I'm sure I can work you into throwing a mic for you, bro.
What up? What up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Nice to have you. Nice to have you here.
I appreciate it. He's being a little shy. He said he doesn't want to get on the mic, so it's just me for now.
It's all good. We've got Mike
You'll have to
Emeny2
over.
in the chat. He's been hanging out and we've been chatting for a bit.
Nice.
Mike,
Well,
this
hello
is
to
Eme.
everybody.
He's an artist,
oh,
creator, local techie.
Yeah, man. Trying to wear a lot of hats lately. Trying to be a dad. Trying to be
Aren't we all,
an
man?
engineer. Trying to do it all. Yeah.
I gotta
Trying
stop
to stay artist.
moving my mouse. I'm like giving everyone seasickness with how much I'm moving the camera.
I kind of like the motion,
see,
bro.
I've opted out so I can have a good, clean stream here. We can hear you nice enough.
Nice.
Ah, your tricks will not work on me.
So, how have you been, dude? Kind of want to catch up for a little bit before we start anything, and just I know we haven't streamed in a long time. What have you been up to?
Me myself, or you asking? Because I know there's two of us.
Yeah,
In the
man.
team. Oh yeah. Let's see. So basically, trying to find priorities to life. Being a dad has been, been great. Been kind of having my weekends back. Kind of took a break from the radio show. So we go hiking on the weekends. That's kind of been how I kind of center myself and enjoy the family time. So whether it's like just going around the block for a quick walk with the kids, or actually taking them out to Nicene Marks in Santa Cruz, or Big Sur, Pfeiffer Falls, Andrew Malera, like all these different state and
nice.
national parks that we've been hitting. So that's
Dad
kind of been
mode.
how we spend the weekends right now, man. Super dad mode. And then been working on kind of finally putting out something like an EP. So I have 4 tracks that are produced by OJ, the producer, that I'm ready to
shit,
release.
that's exciting.
And then I got 2 singles by JR Effects produced the beats. And so those are kind of like our prequel, if you will. And then the ones with OJ, I'm calling it Capítulo Uno, or Chapter 1 in English.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, man. So pretty exciting to kind of finally have that come to fruition. And then again, still enjoying the family life and
Am I gonna get a
bringing the
sneak
kids along
preview
for
of that
that.
soon?
Yeah, actually, some of the songs I wrote maybe like a year, 2 years ago now. So again, now they're part of a package, and so you might have
Nice.
already heard a couple. I know I played one when I first wrote it as a rough draft on the radio a couple years back. So
Oh, well, that's exciting, man. I'm happy for you. I'm
thank
gonna
you.
try and share that out when it comes out.
Nice,
Now,
man. Thank
for
you.
fear of sounding ignorant, you could also throw on Bandcamp.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just start with Bandcamp, and I'm a big fan of Bandcamp in terms of the platform has, I think today, maybe next Friday, they have Bandcamp Fridays. So they basically give 100% of the proceeds to the artist. Like they don't take a
Oh.
cut. Where
Yeah.
to me that's amazing, and that's very supportive of the artists. So I've been going on there and just looking for new music whenever I'm gonna buy something. So I know I like it, but I also see a lot of really talented artists that have their catalog on there, and like they don't get much foot traffic there. So it seems like you
No.
kind of have to do a balance of both, right? Put it on Bandcamp, but also put it on streaming sites, make it accessible.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like, as an extra area of uh, of volume for you, as it were.
Oh yeah.
But
No, I
yeah,
appreciate
no.
that feedback, man.
Actually, that's where I ended up downloading and buying an artist I've actually grown fond of. He's a French hurdy-gurdy player, and God, his name's now suddenly not coming to me. It's Oh, it's this weird name. Oh goodness. Now I sound like a fool.
No, you're good.
Sorry
You know
about that.
it's
I'm
weird
adjusting the
because
camera. Other
I'm trying to figure out remember the name of this artist. It's not
He's
coming in, but
French. Is he underground or
yeah,
like
Frank.
mainstream?
Well, hurdy-gurdies are very non-mainstream. Do you know what a hurdy-gurdy is?
No, never heard of him.
It's a guitar piano device. It has a wheel, and it'll vibrate some strings that you can then play with keys. It's this. It's a contraption. It's a great contraption, and it has multiple uses. And Gilliam Desk. There we go. Gilliam Desk. Kind of like really wowed me. There's like Patty Gurdy and a couple others, but Gilliam Desk is straight up my favorite. He melds electric and synth into it. I was at break your crank, and then circuit traces. The album, what was it, the Manor Mystique?
I got a hurdy-gurdy
So
on the screen right now.
Oh, there you go.
he,
Coming in clutch.
and
Okay.
there's seriously crazy instruments because they start at like four strings that sing in harmony, and then you have 8, 12, and more, and they get pricey. We're talking like 8, 10, 12, 15 grand or more
Yeah.
for just this
They
simple.
look like pretty complex instruments.
And as for Gillum, I put him on every day for a year with the family, and my kids were falling asleep to it in the car. My wife was like, "Hey, do you have that hurdy gritty guy?" I'm like, "Well, Gillum? Yeah, because we're
You
old people,
notice
we had
it,
to
yeah.
teach them.
You know, I was gonna piggyback on that too with Bandcamp. Is that I've noticed that when I actually buy music, which is rare nowadays because everything's just streamed, um, I prefer to do Bandcamp for people that I like actually like. Like if they're mainstream, I'll just stream it. I'll get it on like Spotify or something like that or YouTube. But
Yeah,
like Savlonic or some of the smaller indie bands or underground bands that are just kind of like they catch you and you get really really into them. I feel like I prefer to buy on Bandcamp because you get the actual MP3, you get like the digital art and everything, and it's kind of like nicer than just streaming it on a platform. You feel like you're
yeah,
actually connecting or donating directly to the artist.
Yeah, especially on those Bandcamp Fridays. Like I said, I feel
Yeah,
like I mean you can support anytime, obviously, but I mean those
hmm
specific days. I think it's like it might be once a month
and they
now.
let
Initially, it
you
was like every other week or something like
choose how
that.
much you pay, right? Like you could set like $5, but
yes,
then people can pay like 20 or something if they want.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
yes.
can
see,
make
that's
it
like
free, and people
itch
can
too
donate.
for the games that I put up. They let you do that too, and it's really helpful.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
So you're a parent, new parent?
Not new parent, more like I have three daughters, and I started the radio station show when my third daughter was born, and it was just like a lot on my plate. Did it for a couple years, and I realized needed to kind of balance it out a little bit more. So yeah, at this
As a
point,
father of two girls, I
three baby
completely
girls
understand.
on my side.
Yeah,
So
no, and I have
you got two on your side.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Actually, one just turned 6 last week, so they're not so baby, but she still gets kind of goofy for a 6-year-old when she's tired. But yeah,
Nice.
you have to pivot. We were doing a bunch of things in our lives, and I was doing the commute between Ontario and New York State to see her in the moment, and we just realized we had to change what we're doing. Now we got the kids in school and happy, and man, and now the masks are off. Wow. Oh my
That's right. Yeah.
goodness.
Hey, Emma,
It,
not to
it,
change the subject and also ew, kids, gross,
oh,
but
Where did babies come from?
yeah. Um, what's that art behind you?
Oh, I got two. So the one that's
That looks sick.
yeah, that's basically he's actually doing the cover art for the music project I'm
Oh,
talking
nice.
about.
Okay,
That's one of the last components that I'm
so
kind
that's
of waiting
relevant.
on. So yeah, definitely wanted to give him a big shout out. Basically, he's a very very talented, not just a graphic designer, but like muralist. Some of the
Hmm.
murals around town actually are painted by Basic too. So
Okay.
just much love going his way. And again, once the music project's out, you'll be able to see a little bit more of his artwork as my cover art.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That looks really
Yeah.
cool.
that's
I've been trying to get more into art lately because I mean, There's some that really actually calls out to me that I just like looking at. Like I got 2 new pieces, and I'll just like see them randomly walking by. I'm like, that's so sick.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, no, I like that.
So I kind of barged in. You guys were like gaming mid conversation. Were you guys in the middle of anything, or what's the plan for this evening for the stream?
No, it's cool. We're just catching up and everything, and chatting. We were chatting about some War Thunder and some games like that. But I was thinking of going into maybe some recent tech news. I'm not sure if you guys are into games or any of the stuff that I play. But we
I
can
think I
chat
gotta
about
plug in a
stuff like
mic
that.
for him.
Or
Really
if
quick,
you
I want to
want,
big up my man Eso Medina once again, just in case I didn't give him
yes
a proper
sir, Eso
introduction earlier.
Medina, or Instagram
Yeah.
tag, or what's your main place?
All profiles, Eso Medina.
Nice.
ESOMEDINA.
Gotta love it.
There you go, man.
Yeah, hit him up. Give him
We
that
got to
sub,
get
give
him
him
on
that follow.
on a stream here soon as well, man. Got to give him
I'm
a dedicated
down.
interview.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I want to do this every Friday and just have like creatives and friends and everyone just hanging out whenever we want. Like, no stress, just you're here.
Kind of relax. Nice, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I
You guys
was
are saying this is running a dungeon in 14. Excellent.
running a what?
A dungeon. It's I'm doing Eme7. For anyone who might be in the know of Final Fantasy 14, I'm in
Oh, Final
Eme7.
Fantasy 14.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
doing
gotten
the
too
nerd.
into that one.
Very cool, man.
Well, there's they actually I almost stopped playing it when they locked a bunch of mounts behind PvP, and you don't have to be like the best of the best, but they didn't really make that clear, and it's been like 17 seasons in the game.
Final Fantasy
That's-
confuses me. Which one's the current MMORPG, or is there more than one going at the same time? Isn't there a 15 one too?
15 is a single player
Oh, okay.
with, I think, communication ability between friends or something. To be honest, you can wear like noodles on your head in that one. It's kind of weird and funny. I like it.
I started getting
but
lost once 10 came out with 10.2 before 11, and I was just really
we
confused.
don't speak of 10 too. Let's never speak of that.
Yeah, very confused with that.
Well, I mean, like they're all connected, but they're not. 14 so far has connected each world or each series of games with each other, going so far as incorporating a race known as the Viera Bunny Girls from Final Fantasy 12, and now they're a playable race. And
That's
now they
interesting.
made Bunny Boys, which, again, in the lore of things, wasn't there, but we're not in that realm, or at least we might not be. Again, they've left it kind of vague. The last 10 years of 14 have now culminated in this 6th expansion, ending a certain specific storyline. I just got thrown off the episode.
I don't think
I'm
I've
dead.
been in an MMORPG since probably World of Warcraft, I should say. Which is kind of sad because I used to be really big into those.
I want to say the
Well,
last
see-
one that I was watching was like probably Final Fantasy 11, and that's because one of my best friends was living with me at the time, and he was super into it. He was clocking like
That one actually had a crossover
did
at
it?
the end of its server. At the end of its server, like they're still on. You can actually still log in and play your game, but they're not adding anything. But every so often for was it an anniversary? They bring it back, so to speak. But there was a crossover wherein I had to, as my player, run around helping a woman with a very large pole arm. I think she was a samurai class in 11, and which was, I believe, a tank class in that one. And so you had to run around doing like little mini games, little mini fights, and that was as close as I came to 11. My friends were really into 11, like holy. There were some like 42-hour boss fights in that game for like
I was
real
about to
human
say,
hours.
Yeah, there was like I think my friend was clocking in like 120 hours a week or something.
Oh, jeez.
And I just realized, like, dude, you're like 3 full-time jobs in this game. Like, that's pretty nuts.
And now 14 is no slouch. There's like 40 classes in the game so far, split into gathering classes, crafting classes, and of course, fighting classes. It's fun and still pretty fresh. They've made it so that all the old areas are flying now, and there's underwater maps. There was a lot of different stuff in this latest iteration of the expansion.
Interesting.
But As for, I don't know, like keeping me locked into it, you get to the end of content and then it's just waiting for the next gear items to drop, and then after a while, either you keep them for glamours or that's it. But
My
I mean,
problem
I'm
is
okay.
I get stuck in game loops. Like I'll find one thing that optimizes gameplay somehow, and I'll just focus in really deep on that. Or like with World of
Oh, don't worry.
Warcraft,
There's
the
diminishing returns and stuff for that, so you'd be hard pressed.
okay,
There's a sleeping.
like
There's a timeout mechanic at the bottom of my screen. If I was streaming,
mhm.
there'd be an experience bar, and where there's gold for the experience, beside it would usually be like a light brown or light unlit gold. But when you've rested or not logged in for some time, you get a bonus to your
Oh
experience.
right, yeah, WoW does that.
Yes, and other games like Rappels back in the day. I don't know if any of you young flying friends had ever played or heard of Rappel. That
No, I
was
haven't.
Mm-mm.
it is still, I think, a game, but it's brutal, and like when you're making items, I think past +3 on that game, you can break the item permanently and everything you were trying to use to make it, and yeah, it gets
Mm.
expensive and frustrating real quick.
Yeah, I play
Rappel's awesome
like
game,
really
Korea.
weirdly. Like the last few months that I was playing WoW, I was just in the auction house. Like I did no battles, I did no fights, no dailies or anything. I was just buying things low and selling high, and just making a shit ton
Oh,
of money by playing the market. And I'm like, I haven't
then you
even
know what?
left this auction house like to play the actual game yet. I'm just over here trying to
Get stuck
game
in
the
the side
market.
game.
You
Yeah.
actually just reminded me. I found your niche in this game.
Oh no, what's up?
You were well since it's in its debut. We now can travel between different servers. So, say a friend in Brunhilde, one of the other servers, is there, and they've got an account there. It would cost money to move them to your server. So now you can go to your friend's
Oh, that's
account
nice.
in Brunhilde,
I
but you
think
can
that was
also
one of the
buy
issues when
stuff
you
on
were
the
playing
marketplace.
too, because I went to the wrong server when
Right,
I joined.
right. So now I can just visit wherever your server was, and you can also buy and sell in that market. Well, buy in that marketplace, and then take it back to your server to sell in the marketplace.
Hmm.
And I'm in one of the most notoriously expensive ones, Diabolos. Sorry,
Hmm.
a little cottonmouth here. And
Remember you
long
invited
story
me
short,
to that group, the Diablos Facebook group, so I could meet other people
yeah,
in that.
and yeah, you buy something from one place and it's worth like 2 million gil here. So I was like at
I
one
wish I
point
had more
funding
time to
my.
play games. I get intimidated by games that I know that are going to have like a lot of grinding to do. Like
Hmm.
I get excited for it, and then I look at what actually goes into it. I put maybe an hour or two in, and then I'm like, all right, I better get back to work. This isn't cool. And like, it's
Are
not that the
you
game isn't
again?
cool because I enjoy it. I just end up feeling super guilty that I'm not doing more work or something, which probably isn't
That's
healthy.
100% relatable, man. There's been a few that came out recently that my little brother's playing, friends are playing, and they're like, "Yeah, it's really good," and I'm just like, if only I had the time, man. And then it
Yeah.
goes back to trying to find priorities in work, social, family life.
Like I'll take a break from
Okay,
work and I'll go into Gran Turismo and there'll be a 3 race series and I'm like, ooh, 3 races? I was down to
I'm not
do
able to
maybe
afford
one or
that right now.
two, but I can't afford that right now. Yeah, I got to get back to work.
now
Tinker with my
my
garage
job
or
is
something.
laughably less stressful.
We got
As
cops
a school bus
somewhere.
driver,
No, it's out here, man. Yeah, my
Oh,
bad.
okay.
I'll mute myself.
How'd I figure that that might be you? I was like, well, it's not me, and you're the one in Salinas. All right. All right. Sorry, Mike. I cut you off.
no, you guys are. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, no,
All I
no.
was gonna say is I have limited windows myself, and Mara's actually heard me having conversations on during Match of the War Thunder. It's like, okay, it's 12 o'clock. The matches are rolling pretty quick right now. We could do one more match, as long as we don't go to another
Bless you.
BR battle rating, and maybe get another hit before I go back out on the road to do my day. And it's crazy because I was grinding pretty hard through the first 5 battle passes, earned every vehicle there was, did have some fun, frustrating other ways. But then as soon as things start picking up, charters, people want like photo sessions on the middle of the week, on weekends. It's easy
Yeah.
how fast time just kind of slips away. 1 minute I'm like, hey honey, I bought something to put on our cars, and then it's 2 months later, and we're like, should we put this on the car? Just sell it because it's just sitting there collecting dust.
See, the thing that I noticed too that I struggle with though is it's all a fucking lie. Like all of it's a lie. We actually do have time. Like I feel like I like start playing a game and I'm like, no, I don't have time. I need to get to work. I need to get to work. So I'll stop playing the game and I'm fucking like not even really focused and working after that anyway. And I still get it done in time. And like honestly, I feel like we do technically have time to take care of ourselves. It's just because our minds aren't clear. We're like, well, we have all this other stuff to do, so I can't focus on this right now, or I can't like relax right now. And I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to change that.
The indoctrination of the worker class slave state of most of us has literally been nothing but a trip to make you never look above where you need to just barely be in life.
Yeah,
Don't set your aim any higher, as it were.
it's tough.
Again,
It's tough to
I
balance
was born in the
happiness
'80s,
and
so
survivability.
man, like I had a friend of mine a couple of years ago. We were talking about this something kind of like this. And he mentioned credit and so he goes, "Well, what do you think people did, in 1930s to get stuff?" I'm like, they used their verbal clout to earn the chance at getting money.
True.
And they didn't have credit before 1980. You just had your mommy's or daddy's war bonds and whatever their word was worth. And now we're stuck going, okay, if I buy this week and Mara needs gas and the kids need some new clothes, I put it on the credit card, will it affect my credit enough to damage our ability to make a bid on this house?
Right.
And then you're like, why am I playing like this? That's
It's
why
crazy.
I play
The whole system just keeps us where we are.
Well, I mean, to be honest, though, it's getting better. I mean, I want to believe it's getting better. I have to. But
Well, there's a lot
again,
more unique opportunities available for sure.
Look, you two could always just move
Emma,
to
you're
Canada.
muted.
Thank you for that.
I'm like, I see you talking, but I don't hear nothing.
The cops already got passed by. It's because you guys were talking about video games and GTA. No, just kidding. Now I was gonna say the only time that I can actually budget to play video games is after the kids fall asleep, and whenever
That
I
makes
do
sense.
that, I feel like my sleep patterns kind of get affected, and then I feel like, well, should I be playing music? Should I be playing video games? And I kind of gravitate back to working on music or something. So
Yeah.
that's been overall like the balance that I've been trying to having, but it goes back to even music, like been putting that on the back burner, only working on that on the week. It's like today, Friday, like it's magical because I'll hit that KVM switch and switch from work mode to like personal creativity / music / video games, connect with friends, like, try to get a little bit more social. But I feel like maybe a year, 2 years ago, it was more an everyday thing, right? And I sleep very minimally or very poorly. And so now at least I can say that, at least I'm sleeping a little bit better. At least I have more energy for the
That's
kids.
good.
And, but then again, it goes back to like, I'm not really enjoying myself on that virtual world as much as I used to.
Yeah. There's a lot of different
Well, yeah,
fronts
we have
to
to do the
focus
work.
on. Like I'm kind of like you with like I don't have kids, but with timelines or deadlines, like I feel like that's the only time I feel safe playing. Like if I just hit a deadline and I'm like, all right, I just turned this in and I submitted it and my next one isn't due for like 4 days, then I could feel kind of comfortable with taking a break and playing a game or something and
Oh, for sure.
waiting on the next one. But yeah, there's still that guilt, and then there's still all the side projects that we have. Like, am I really gonna play this game, or should I start back up on Stream Savers, which has potential to make money? Like it's tough to balance for sure. But
How's that one coming along? I know you were getting pretty close to releasing, or you had a beta or 2 betas out, right?
yeah. We have a working version in early access for Mac and PC. But we lost a programmer, so I had to go in and rewrite most of the code. But that part's done now. But the game essentially looks the same. It just actually works and doesn't bug out as much. So now I'm going to start adding features on my own. I was really hoping for this to be a project that I could project manage on and kind of like have someone put together the ideas since I've kind of already been through that. But he got hired by a big like company, so you can't be mad at that. I'm stoked for him.
Yeah, happy for them, but also like they left you hanging. So
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll take over this project. But people seem to like it when I put money into ads. I get a lot of clicks on it, so
Yeah, shout out to DJ Rick Jams. He was actually using it.
Yeah, he was one
he
of the
was
first
he was
customers.
and yeah, he was loving it too. He was basically trying it out, trying to support. I think what was it? It was like a zip file, so it wasn't fully integrated yet. It was still a beta version, I want to say.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
He bought it when it was still an itch. Now it's on Steam as an actual installable.
very cool, man. Well, I'm
Yeah.
about to head over to Steam after this too.
Oh, nice.
Try it out, man.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And you know, if you want to copy or anything, I can get you a key and everything. Get you set up.
Nice. Good to
Yeah.
know, man.
But yeah, I saw that you have some new stuff coming out. Not just what you told me, but from a little earlier. Did you want to show us some of what you got going, or I could show you some of the stuff going on in the studio and set it up first?
Yeah, let's get a little tour, and then yeah, what I was thinking was I can give you guys like a live performance of maybe a couple of the songs that I'm going to be putting out, and then I got like just some of my favorite hip hop beats that I've like looped that I kind of dug up, and so maybe I can freestyle for you guys, do something with. I don't
That'd
know
be sick.
if the chat is too active. Maybe we can get some folks on the chat to give us some words or concepts, and I can kind of freestyle. Just prove that it's in real time. It's not something I wrote,
Yeah,
last
for
year.
sure. Yeah, so if chat has anything you want to add in, we've got a couple viewers in here across YouTube and Twitch, but not a ton of people. But we're going to turn this into a YouTube video and push that out there and get it on all the socials after. But if you have any ideas, be sure to let us know in the chat. And when we get to that, we'll get started.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to read the chat because right now I'm on my iPad watching it. There it is. All right, cool. I just got to make sure that it's active once we do start that segment. Cool.
I'm going to send you a link actually because I have a link to chat that will show both YouTube and Twitch.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
So let
Yeah,
me
send it
that
over
to
on,
you.
on Discord and then I'll pull it up here.
All right.
Is that going to be in the general chat or are you going to DM it?
I'll put it in the general. Actually, I'm going to DM it. I don't know
it's
how
all
much
good either way.
access this link has.
I'm going to
There
be
you
able to
go.
read your DMs.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
No, like if you type something in that chat, it's probably going to come out as me.
Oh, I see. I'm going to impersonate MikeTheTech. All right, cool.
Yes.
Looks like it might be loading or it says it's ready to display messages, but I don't see anything historical, it looks like.
Okay.
So I'll be patient. It's all good. Yeah, there it is. I can see it.
All right. Cool.
The only thing is I might be able to fix that. Never mind. I'm going to do a live HTML edit so I can read it because the contrast, it's like a white background with gray text.
Oh yeah.
But I can
Because
fix that
it's
on my side.
transparent on my
Yeah. You're good, man.
screen. So I got my new Stream Deck kind of thing set up. Have you seen that?
No, I have not seen it.
Let me
Give it a tour, man.
see if I could show you this. I want to zoom in here. So I have this touchscreen Chromebook, and I put on all these buttons, and each one does something different in the studio.
Dang,
So I
that's
could
so
switch
fancy.
cameras, I could make effects happen, I could do all that stuff, and you could even control the drone and stuff. But I prefer to control the drone with like an Xbox controller. But if I zoom out,
That's that red Xbox controller on your desk, right?
yeah.
Just kidding. That's virtual.
No, I got the real one too. I made
So
the
you got the
virtual one
phone,
after my
virtual
real
phone?
one.
Nice.
So we have the rotoscope. I know earlier I actually realized I put the clouds on in the studio and I hit the bong, but I forgot that I'm actually showing you guys my direct camera. So you guys are just watching me take a fucking bong rip out of the.
No, actually, I think your camera's off, right?
Oh, it's
I don't
off?
see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's off. You're good, man.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
And then
I was wondering why it got cloudy. I'm like, dang, the overcast came in early today.
yeah, I have if you look on the stream, I set up my clouds like that. That
Yeah,
way you
nice.
can't really see me.
Very cool, man.
But over here, I have the Nintendo Switch, so that when I'm playing Switch, I can have that on. Or the Xbox, which honestly I don't have an Xbox, it's just my PC, but I have all the Xbox games on it. And then the PS5
Very
right
cool.
there. So it actually shows up in the studio, which I like. And then if I'm zoomed into you guys, for example, and I want to still show me, I could hit picture in picture, and I'll show up in the corner now.
So I got a little bit of a delay because I'm only watching the stream since you're not sharing your camera.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah, it looks great, man. Yeah, it
Nice.
looks amazing. It looks like you're floating a little bit, but I think it adds
Yeah.
the virtual. Yeah.
That's actually because I usually have this on. Yeah, like that.
Your Z index is like making you appear
Slightly
close to
off.
close, so you're good. No,
Yeah.
you're good, man. Okay.
And then I added a effect that post processes the entire screen when you're about to go through the portal. So if I'm
there you
in the
go.
portal, everything shows up as like kind of like Matrix style, which I think is a kind of a cool effect.
That's very cool. Actually, I was gonna ask if this has anything to do with. I think I've seen some previews to a game you're working on that's like a kind of like hacking type of toolkit
Oh, yeah.
slash like missions. I wanted to learn more about that too, so maybe later on
Yeah.
you can kind of school me a little bit.
HTK group, the Hackers Toolkit.
That's the one, yeah.
It actually is using that exact same post processing effect for the main kind of trailer. So I was using this one along with MetaHumans to do that, and that's a trip. That's something that is kind of like, I think it's super interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to actually like get traction, but I used probably like 8 different engines to create it. Like I had to use Visual Studio, I had to use Unity, I had to use Unreal Engine for the MetaHumans and facial capture.
That's
Like
so cool.
I've used so many different technologies to put this together, and it starts inside command prompt. So they don't even go anywhere to actually start the game. They just load up command prompt and it starts doing what they need to do. So it's going to be really interesting. Most of the game is played in command prompt, and then when you remote desktop into someone's computer, you actually see a full desktop show up as a remote desktop connection, and you can navigate all their folders and find the information you need. So that should be fun.
That's so cool, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
like
Mixed
I'm a
reality.
nerd at heart, so I hear that and I get like kind of excited. But so is it like an educational game where like you're trying to teach people about like penetration testing or maybe even like system hardening or more like drama storyline, like you're trying to just build hype and
Drama
suspense?
storyline for sure, and then there's some level of realism in it because all the simulated apps are based on real apps, so all the functions are very similar, and then some of them actually are real apps. So when we use like steganography or cryptography to find a password in an image or something, they actually have to use real techniques to find
Yeah,
that.
that's totally
Um,
educational, definitely.
yeah, so I think that's really fun. But then other parts are a lot less real. Like I'm gonna brute force this password, and all these numbers show up, and you're brute forcing it. That's not
I got the
exactly
first
real life,
character,
you
like,
know?
that's not how it works, right?
Yeah, it's not how it works, but it looks really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
so
cool, man.
that one should be nice. Then I got some dancers in the studio too now. I don't know if you saw those.
I think I did actually, because you guys had like one of the last streams I tuned into. You guys, you even had a hot tub. It was pretty advanced. So I think I saw the dancers, I saw the hot tub, but not since I've been back. I think the last
Okay.
time I was here, it was you were still kind of working on some of the you had like plaques on the wall for all the different guests that you had so far, and that was like one of your most latest advancements at the time.
Okay.
So all this right here is brand new. This is awesome, man.
Nice. So the dancers that I added recently are these two, and it'll probably be a little bit of a delay for you guys, but I made
I
a
think I was counting it earlier. It's about 10 seconds or so.
RPG dance battle with two
Okay.
characters.
Nice, man. Well, hey,
And
I'm gonna have some
then-
people throwing their hands up in a bit when I start rhyming.
Right. And then we could put on like a vector field so it makes it look more interesting. We can put on a laser show if I could find it.
Now, I think what would really sell it for Esso and I would be, can we play FIFA in here? Because if you guys start passing a soccer ball between them, I think we're golden.
You can play FIFA, and I can program a soccer ball to bounce in every time someone subs.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, it gets pretty wild with the layers of effects that we could put in. So it's been really fun to mess
Yeah,
with
does
this.
it bog your system down at all? I mean, this seems like it's going on hyper mode here.
To an extent, honestly, the effects themselves doesn't affect the system almost at all. What actually causes a lot of processing is the in-game cameras. So if I set all the cameras to 1080p 60, I start to get a lot of lag. But if I set them to like 720p 30, then I could put in as many screens as I want. But I tried experimenting with like 3 screens, so I could have one person on the left, one on the right, and me. And it started slowing down the system, so I'd have to start, streaming from a separate computer in that case.
Yeah, at that point, you're gonna need basically a couple different rigs.
Yeah, because the game itself, like, it's not a heavy game at all. It's most of the objects are pretty well optimized, but I'm basically like I'm rendering the game capture, which has a full screen, in the game. I'm rendering my webcam into Snap Camera because let me actually load up Snap Camera. I don't think I've showed you that. I loaded my
think I've
webcam into
seen
Snap
that.
Camera and then pushed that
Snapcam has a
through.
whole bunch of like AR filters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with it.
And then so that goes through and that takes processing. And then once everything is in the game, we actually have to why is my Google Drive showing up here? Once it's all in the game and rendered, then I have to use Streamlabs to capture the screen again and push that out. And I have to
That's
send
where
it to
you have all your-
Discord.
Yeah.
So I literally have like so many video feeds just going in different directions that it just starts to really lower the quality.
And if I recall correctly, Snapcam itself is pretty resource heavy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like you can have a top of the line system, and that will eat up 50% of your resources. So
But it looks so good.
it does, man. It's
I look like
pretty
I'm in
amazing.
actual 3D.
Yeah, the head tracking and everything is actually pretty amazing on Snapcam.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, is that something that you're also making filters for? I saw you had some filters on Instagram, I believe.
Yeah, I work for a company called Mayu, and they make AR effects and filters for companies. So I've been doing a few for them, and then a few for practice for myself to learn how to get better at it.
Nice.
It's been
man.
fun.
I think I
Yeah.
saw you had one for the Raiders, like a Raiders mask.
Yeah, I made 2 Raiders mask ones, and those got picked up pretty well.
I'm sure I mean, the Raider Nation's pretty vast, so.
Yeah, and then we did an anonymous one and stuff like that. But we're gonna
I
be working
downloaded
with.
your anonymous one, to be honest. I didn't
Nice.
realize that you were the one behind it until after.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
wait, this is Mike's. This is pretty cool, man.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, we're working with the Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup Project for our next one, and one of our AR filters for that. So we're gonna have visualization of how much trash is cleaned from the ocean every hour.
Very awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where you can actually like throw your phone up and like put it in your environment, and it'll show you like the heap of trash, right? Like just how
Yeah.
much it is.
Yeah, it'll show you how large it is compared to your surroundings and place it in
Pretty
the real
amazing
world.
work, man.
Thank you.
Keep
It's
up the
been
good
fun
work,
to learn
man.
all of this. I've like I feel like I over talk about my studio a lot and like I brag a lot about it, but I'm like really proud of like how much random shit I've been able to put into this thing, Like it's just growing every time I get into it and like something new's added. Like it's really fun. I haven't even shown you guys the day and night cycle, but every 5 minutes it switches from day to night slowly.
I didn't even realize that you had an
So
open roof.
yeah, we got an open roof now so that we can actually put up fireworks and all kinds of cool stuff.
That is awesome, man.
I'll shoot some fireworks up. The sound effects that I use from the fireworks, which you guys probably can't hear because it's on stream.
It's daytime. You might need to make it nighttime first.
Yeah, well, it's starting to turn. You can see it slowly going.
Yeah.
But the audio I use from this is actually from a fireworks show in Mexico, so it's kind of like perfect for this.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see that the sky is starting to get more red and dark.
That sunset vibe, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So I've been having a lot of fun with this one.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on how much it came along, man. Thank you for this.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm sure there's a lot more I could go through, but I feel weird just talking about myself and stuff for too long.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
Brag.
That's what it's for, man. This is your stream.
I appreciate that. But yeah, I'd love to hear some more stuff that you got, and if you want to show a little something, I could put the lights on for you in the studio and get the rotoscope going.
Nice, man. Yeah, so I'll give the project a little bit of an introduction. Produced by OJ, the producer. He's part of the Beat Rock crew, and he's an amazing producer. I mean, he's been making beats for a whole bunch of artists here locally in the 831, as well as up and down California, and I'm sure his catalog's like pretty vast. So pretty cool and amazing to be able to work with him, be able to call him a friend. You know, we were just having a phone call yesterday, just kind of catching up and making sure I have his blessing on putting out the music now. So getting really, really close to publishing that. Like I said, just waiting on some final touches on just in general, the publishing process needs like cover art. It needs like the lyrics typed up and stuff like that. So we're just about there, like 99%. We're almost
That's awesome.
there. Yeah. And
Building
so,
the product now that the content's
yeah,
done.
so the way that I did it was kind of running through 4 different songs. That's it. It's just a small EP, but just kind of starting off really chill. First song's called "Vibe of the Sunshine," and that's the one I'll be sharing with you guys here shortly. And then the last song actually ends up in Spanish. So for anybody that actually listens
nice.
to the project, it's kind of a cool, pleasant surprise, especially for me. Coming up in Salinas, it's a heavy Chicano / Latino Hispanic kind of community. So feel like doing that justice. And then of course, as soon as my daughters hear it, they want me to make more music in Spanish now. So
Nice.
that's kind of something to look forward to as well. So again, just a small little project, 4 tracks EP, and then in addition to that, I got a couple singles with JRFX. So JRFX, Salinas native initially, he's out in Vegas now, and again, just a really good friend as well. We would hop on these late night Zoom calls, kind of like mid pandemic, and basically like sample beats back and forth, kind of give each other, just feedback, almost like if we were in the same room together, but it was all virtual.
Yeah.
And we did that for a good while. Then his baby was born. He had a baby boy. And so we kind of just, let it breathe for a little while, right? Let him acclimate to having a newborn again. And just recently we started kind of connecting again. So it kind of lit a fire under me to go back and work on some music again. So again, shout out to JRFX, shout out to OJ, the producer, just shout out to all the folks out there that are staying creative and, continuing to collaborate and offer. And then my good friend EsoMedia here, he came by to visit because we've also kind of been going back and forth on Discord and just in general kind of exchanging messages. And he started dabbling in beats, man. He's really nice on the beats. So
Nice,
I
nice.
got to give it up to him. He's also amazing MC. So we got a couple things in the works. They're not ready for release just yet, but that's also coming pretty soon here. So
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm really excited to hear what you got coming out. I was a big fan for a long time, and like I know that you've had a lot of things going on, and you've had to take some breaks here and there. But it's always exciting when you put out new music, your quality content, man, for sure.
nice. Thank you, Matt. So appreciate that. And actually, since you mentioned that, it wouldn't be fair to ignore this other part that's kind of been happening for maybe like, I want to say maybe like 8 years now. And that's the band that I used to play with back in the day, probably 15 years ago, Para la Gente.
Yes, sir.
So once I got married, baby was on the way. I kind of shot out a few text messages and kind of got the band back together, quite literally. And so initially we were getting together like, a couple times a year, and then it became like every other month. And then the pandemic happened. So it was like back to once a year. So anyway, we've been jamming out and we don't have a project ready just yet. But the fact that we've been good friends for 15 plus years now and everybody's now married and either having a baby or we already so either expecting a baby right now or like in my case I got 3 baby girls now, so just kind of growing into different chapter of life and still making music with the same group of people. I mean, it just says a lot there. So shout out to that crew. We go by Horaz at this point, ORAZ, and that's just the letter for each one of our names. So that maybe in the near future we have our next jam scheduled for about May or so. So I was trying to convince him to do like a live stream and kind of bring more people into it. But
I had that album on repeat, man. I'm excited for that.
Nice, man. Yeah,
PLG, it was honestly a good album, PLG.
Yeah, they actually did one. They did their full album when I decided to go to school full time. So that might be the one that you've been listening to. It's great. Change or MC Cambio was one of the other MCs in the group, and like that guy's amazing as a songwriter, as a lyricist. So much love going to him. He's actually working down, I want to say in LA, and he's more of a videographer now. Like he basically got into making films. And so you can catch some of them on Netflix. I think one of them's on Netflix. And then the other one he actually did on Disney Plus. Yeah. So that guy's like, he's working, he's definitely doing what he wants to do. So much love going out to Cambio as well.
It's always nice to see people making it out,
Yeah, especially, I mean, this guy was
In a
a
big
middle
way,
school
too.
teacher at EA Hall Middle School out in Watsonville. So, like one of our hometown heroes out here in the 831,
Nice, man.
making it big to, something as big as Disney Plus. Like, I think he did the one for Beyonce. What was it called? Black is King, I believe.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So if you
That's
look up the
pretty huge.
credits, that's him. That's Gambio. So
Yeah.
much love, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, so with all that in mind, let's go ahead and get into some music. So this right here, basically, OJ, the producer, once again, the song is called "The Vibe of the Sunshine." Check it out. All right, nice and mellow. It goes. You ever feeling like life's overwhelming you? Pressure's building up, but trust, this is nothing new. It's just lately, life's been crazy. But don't let excuses make you lazy. Yo, everybody wanting our attention, but when we giving good advice, do we ever listen? So what's the point if you get my point? I'd rather raise my kids than raise my voice. But ain't no choice in the matter, cause their voices will steady get louder. Yo, and I'm trying to tune them out, but it really doesn't help that I've let them in my house. So now I'm trying to be a bigger dude. I need a break, call it interlude. Yeah, I said we got that shift in altitude to get it higher. This that new attitude. It's the vibe of the sunshine. It's the vibe of the sunshine. It's the vibe of the sunshine. Let's go. We put them up one time. Yeah, it's that vibe of the sunshine. It's the vibe of the sunshine. It's the vibe of the sunshine. Let's go. Yeah. See, it's the vibe, it's the attitude. It's that way, your life of gratitude. Warm up the vibe more than just an idea. You can feel that resonate, cause you know that it's real. The way it shakes your chest plate, the way your hair move, need a neck brace. The way we set pace when we find our stride. This that real sunshine. See, that's the smile on my daughter's faces, the confidence in every step they taking. Cooling off and I'm loving the days when we all kicking back in the lab making waves. So don't rush the process, please take your time and explore the concepts. And that word is bond, I said vibe with the fire, carry on. It's that vibe of the sunshine. It's that vibe of the sunshine. It's the vibe of the sunshine. Let's go, put them up one time. Yeah, it's that vibe of the sunshine. It's that vibe of the sunshine. The vibe of the sunshine. That's right, y'all, we put them up, put them up. All right, man, this one right here.
That was amazing, dude. Good job.
Words carry. So I'm gonna just keep it moving with this next one. Once again, OJ. Words carry energy, words carry wisdom. Words carry life, words carry vision. Words carry energy, words carry wisdom. Words carry life, words carry vision. Words carry energy and carry messages. They carry all of the above, they get the best of us. Words carry, yeah, they carry on, right? Check it. 1, 2. Let me paint a picture for your mind to see. This all facts, tight raps, undeniably. We here to lace the message with proper cadence and wrapped in love, always rooted in flavor. Major nice, something made of ice. We staying cool on a summer day, way polite. Usually late at night when I grace the mic. See, if we don't wake up, we paying the price. Words carry messages, words carry wisdom. Words carry life, words carry vision. Words carry messages, words carry wisdom. Words carry life, words carry wisdom. Words carry energy, carry wisdom. They carry messages, they carry vision. Words carry, yeah, they carry on, y'all. Check it. Yeah, it go microphone messages, rappers with the conscious. Everyday superheroes living amongst us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Are y'all keeping it real? Are we keeping it raw? Please say no more, it's time for action. Talking about it, gotta be about that. So why they judging on the next man's habits? No, it's not a game, yo wall, see you at practice. Everyday lives throwing us curveballs, so we gotta stand tall, put our love in all. That's the God in you and the God in me. That's the love love for our life and humanity. It goes love for the plants and love for the animals, love for the minerals, down to the isotopes, to the planets to expand it. Galactic worms, black holes, these words are magic. Words carry energy, carry wisdom. Words carry life, you know they carry vision. Words carry messages, they carry wisdom. Words carry life, carry wisdom. Words carry energy, words carry wisdom. Words carry messages, carry wisdom. Words carry vision, carrying on it goes. I'm just a messenger that got in the mic. Usually I'm staying busy, staying out of your sight. See, all of my plans are for me and my fam, but I'm here to share this music so that we could expand. So all of my plans, let me flip it back to a little freestyle, cause I lost my track. It goes, it's just a fact as a matter of habit. I gotta keep it moving like I'm calling it practice. I saw my man Emeny said this is noise. Right about now I'm hoping that you like, and I can pronounce it the way that you wrote it. Right about now, man, I think that I noted a couple more type of vibes that I could pull out of thin air, trying to braid my thin hair, cause I'm getting older, getting grades in this noggin. Right about now, man, the world stays revolving. Later on, got my man maybe jumping on the mic, but for now I just got one, kind of like Nas said, right? Just need one mic. We need two tonight, though. Yeah. There you guys go, man. A little bit of a preview for what's coming out.
Honestly, so amazing, dude. That was so quality. And I think the best part about it, not even just that it sounded fucking cool, is you could literally see you getting happy in parts of it and start smiling.
Right?
And like, yeah, like you know that you liked it too, you know, so that's so
Oh,
cool
yeah.
to see. Yeah, I love the process.
Especially when folks chime in and, you know, kind of collaborate with that chat, man. So thank you, Michael Enemy.
Emeny, yeah, for sure.
Fine. It's it was nice.
Emeny.
Yeah, Emeny. Just call me Mike, or I mean Fuzzy's been my nickname since forever. But
I'm
it
gonna
was
have to say
you were
Fuzzy, 'cause
actually
we
you were,
already got MikeTheTech.
that's fine by me, bro. You know, I really didn't want to add anything because I liked your flow, so I was just like, okay. I'm like and wearing. Pardon me, I'm kind of rambling here, but wearing bone conduction headphones puts you so in my head that when I'm trying to think of something, I'm like, okay, he's just there, so I'm trying to be like, this is nice, and I'm like,
Wow.
oh no, he's different. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I know during
That
the
is
whole
so
thing,
cool.
I turned my mic off so I wouldn't accidentally ruin. I was like, this sounds too
Yeah,
good for me
that
to
was-
fuck up and cough or something.
That
no,
happened
you're good.
too. I accidentally hiccuped and kicked my mic off, so I suddenly saw going off in Discord. I'm like,
No, man, I appreciate you guys for the encouragement overall, for the vibes. You know, definitely cool to jump on a live stream with you, Mike. I know we did it. What was it? Maybe a year ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. It's surprising to say it's been that long, but I think it has. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I'd be more than happy to, you know, come back. Maybe if you're gonna do it regularly, let me
Still
let me
got
come
your
back and share a little bit more, man.
Eme7 tag up here.
Oh, nice. That's right.
Yeah. We should do a celebration thing for when you put out your 4-track.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
That'd be really
Like I
cool.
said, I'm not trying to, like, you know, basically set myself up for disappointment, because I feel like I'm so close. So I don't want to say it's going to be ready tomorrow, but you never know, man. It might be as quick as, you know, the next couple of days. So
That'd be
it's
sick.
just about there. It's just about
I'll
there.
make sure it gets out. He'll
Yeah.
put it
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
keep him to his
Eso-
word.
Eso got the preview link maybe last weekend or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I'm
Very
kind of
cool.
getting a little bit of feedback. You know, I'm getting thumbs up all around. So I think it's ready, man. I'm trying to.
From what
trying
I
to do it
heard so
justice.
far, it sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
do
again,
this.
Shout out to the producers, man. I mean, they're half of the artwork, right? So
Yeah, you should
lay it
invite
down,
them
they
too.
put the vibes. So that'd be dope. I'll
Yeah,
definitely let them
on
know.
the celebration stream, we should have everyone on and just talk about the process.
Nice. Yeah, looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this every Friday, or at least I'm gonna try to. So any day you want to drop in and hang out, it's just gonna be pretty chill and open like this too. So, you know, feel free. I would love to have
Nice,
you on.
Mike.
Yeah.
Well, dude, like I was saying, I think I blabbered on about this quite a bit last year when we did our stream, but just overall, man, I mean, I want to say, like, you're a amazing person, man. Like, I remember working with you at the
Oh,
Outside
thank you.
District, and just kind of seeing your growth, not just the virtual studio, but just in general, man. Like, just seeing you take on different projects. You know, I know you worked with that, you know, with the school systems for a good minute. and continuing to just share your knowledge, you know, from your YouTube videos to like now your Twitch streams. I mean, you're knocking it out the park every single time, man. So just my
I
my
appreciate
respects and
that, dude.
admiration
Yeah.
and support going your way.
Like I'll be honest, it's a little difficult, so it's really like nice hearing it sometimes because like I was telling you before the stream started, you know, like sometimes you'll see the YouTube views start to go down even though you're putting in more work, or you know the sales go down and things like that, and it's kind of like discouraging. But I'm glad that you know people are seeing that I am putting in work and trying to make cool stuff. You know,
No,
it means
especially
a lot
because I'm
that you're
able to.
noticing.
I mean, I know how much work goes into it, which is
Right.
all the more reason why, like, what I'm saying, it's not just like I'm on the outside looking in. Like, nah, man, like I've been in the trenches to a certain extent, not video game development, but in the tech world with you, and
No,
I know how
software development's
complicated
very
and
similar.
how deep it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, man. So keep up the good work, bro. And again,
Thank
I
you, man. I
mean,
appreciate that.
I'm gonna be stopping by and at least checking it out from the audience side. And yeah, as soon as the music's ready, I'll be sure to drop a link your way too, man.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, but we gotta get SO Mike.
We do. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, here I'm gonna pass him this mic so you can just say hi really
yeah.
quick.
Dope show.
Thank you
There you
so
go.
much. I appreciate that. Yeah,
A man of many words there.
next time we gotta have you on. We'll get you a mic and I'll get you some sort of cool thing to put on the wall over here.
There you go. There you go, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Actually, do you want to plug any of your current or old stuff or
Yeah,
anything
feel
you're
free.
working on? He's just being shy right now, so maybe next
Anytime,
time.
anytime.
We'll get him to open up next time.
He's really nice on the beats, by the way. So
Nice. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll probably shut it down in a bit, and we can chat after.
nice. Sounds good, man. We'll be in touch.
All right, man.
All right, cool. Take care, man. Peace.
Peace. And Mike, thank you for hanging out and giving good vibes and everything, man. I think Mike's gone.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I was talking on a muted microphone. I'm like, why isn't he hearing me now?
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, thanks for having me. It was nice to have an in studio feel and well said lines from your guests. It was really nice and
yeah, thanks for hanging out. It was fun.
You know what? Small admission. I actually probably would have actually enjoyed that on a cruise at night. That song, that music, that kind of flow, just kind of.
He's
going
so
to the
good,
car.
right?
Yeah, it was very comfortable. He did not.
Yeah.
Again, it was comfortable and it felt pretty clean. Right, he threw the nice. I had all these words I wanted to throw him, but he was going so well, and because there's a 10-second delay, I just didn't know when it would come in. Like I just this is not going to come out right, but it'll be.
Yeah,
fun.
last time we did stuff like that too. We did like a word soup where people would just post a few different words before he started, and then he used those throughout the stream. So yeah, it's always cool. But yeah, it's fun for sure.
It is definitely nice seeing the smile and have it and a good night. It's been a good night. It's it's 11 o'clock for me living in the future.
Oh, so it's already getting late for you then, yeah.
Yeah,
It's only 8 here.
it is right. It's you're at the point where I was, where I'm like going through my dailies on the PlayStation,
Mhm.
just so that I've just busied myself before I go about the sweeping, mopping, doing the dishes, and doing boring human things. And now
Zoom
it's
into
been
your
like,
logo.
logo. Oh yeah, I mean, wait, what? What logo? I have a logo in your room.
Yeah. Well, not in the
Where?
room. It's your Discord.
Oh, okay. I get it. I'm losing my marbles.
Nah, but thanks
But
for hanging
yeah,
out. It's like honestly, it was pretty cool and chill. I want to try and do this more often, like every Friday.
I need to set up actual sit down with a laptop and make it clean. I'm probably gonna use a headset. That's gonna look like.
Yeah, you gotta get a webcam.
Oh my god! Well, I mean, I got one built into the laptop. Can I use that one for a while?
Yeah.
Or does it look like potato?
No, because
Potato.
it's
an ROG laptop.
it's not full screen. It's in a little tiny screen in like the studio.
Right. That's
So
true.
with the
All right.
with the drone zoomed out, you probably won't notice too much. We just want to see your beautiful face, man.
I would love to actually be on screen, but truth be told, I have nowhere in this house where we were talking about space earlier. We all there's no place in this house that's
Fetal position in the
comfortable.
corner with the laptop on your knees. Got it right there.
Dig out the side of the room that's covered in clothes and stuff that's been hidden away and just hide there. Where's Dad?
Uh-huh.
A moving cluster of blankets. Don't come over here.
Sitting in the closet with a lamp in the middle.
Your dad's streaming. Get away. But no, Mara and I were actually talking about this stuff because she gets excited when she takes up the mask on or paints her face.
Mhm.
So I kind of want to drag her in one of these and let her listen and talk to people and talk about what she does and her
Yeah, that'd be
job.
fun.
And, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are always welcome to drop in. And
Well,
it's not
you're-
like it's
you're-
like it's very low pressure, like we're just chill. Maybe like an hour
yeah,
or
and then I
something.
had to hit the microphone like 10 minutes ago. Like he was rapping, and I as he was going through his flow, I accidentally disconnected my headset, so my speaker on my phone was starting to loop through Discord.
Oh, funny.
So I'm like, oh no! I scrambled not to screw up the night, and but you know, Mara really, I don't know. I want to get my wife out of her shell, and I think stuff like this might be the way to do it. Oh, you need to look up Phasmo. That's something I think we've been healing on. Do you like ghost hunting games?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Phasmophobia?
Yeah. I haven't played it yet, but I've heard of it.
Oh my god! Fine, I'll just buy it for you. Screw it. Tomorrow I'll
That's
just buy it
fine.
for you.
I might have it, honestly. Let me check first.
But she definitely needs another player. You're way faster to pick up than a lot of games. Like when I try
I'd be
to
down,
work with,
honestly, because I want to stream with more people, so if she plays something regularly, I'm down to learn it.
Yeah, and she's on between 9 and 1 more time.
Okay.
I sometimes as late as 1. Like say she was home tonight, not out with friends, she would be up until like 4 in the morning.
Oh, that's
about
perfect, because
1
I'm usually working from like 8 p.m. until like 6 in the morning, so I'm always up during that time.
I'm
But yeah,
gonna try having
I'm putting the fireworks off in the studio, and I'm probably going to end the stream in a few minutes. But we can chat after.
Yes, sure, please. It was really nice having me around. I mean, I had fun coming around.
Yeah, it was a lot of
it was
fun.
nice.
Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you for having me. I'm gonna take off then. At least
Alrighty.
close the.
You can be there, it's fine. I'm just going to end the stream and say thanks to the members.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you guys for hanging out. Very much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Sorry we couldn't get the gaming done before, but I think we had a really awesome interview stream where we got to hang out with some friends with Eme and EsoMedia and Mike Emeny, and it was a blast. I want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube members. Right here, we got Todd M, Leslie Media, Little Ron, and You Have a Disease. That's right. I translated that. I know what it says. It says you have a disease. So either this person has a really funny, clever username, or he's from the future to let me know I'm dying. But either way, he supported my channel with money, and you should too. So click on that sub button, click on that join button, or follow me on Twitch. Either way would be great. And click on that notifications button so you find out when our next show is going to be. Hint, next Friday. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.